Hey everybody, so it's Mickey and I wanted to give you an update on Sofia because I just finished for an appointment for her and figured this would be a good time. I'm just waiting for her to get out of school. So, yeah, she is 3.5 now. When she turned 3, she actually aged out of the state system when it comes to her speech therapy. So now she goes to preschool here in Hawaii. Now preschool here in Hawaii is a little different. When you go through the Department of Education, it is for special needs children only, starting at age 3. So, that being said, Sofia is in a preschool or pre-K class here at the elementary school, and she's in a class, I think last time they had 13 kids, and she didn't get accepted on just speech. She got accepted in like global delay. So yeah, so she does do speech therapy twice a week in school with the Department of Education. So, but those are group therapies. One is class and then the other one is in a group. So I spoke to the developmental specialist and I actually got her individual speech therapy outside of school. So she actually gets speech therapy 4 times a week. 2 are in school. When school is in session right now, they're on summer, and then 2 are outside of school with a play-based speech therapy, which I love. It's called Sprouts Therapy. They're play-based, so they have this big gym with like a climbing wall, a zip line, a ball pit. They have like tons of stuff in there, and they play with her, but they also work on her speech at the same time. It's great, and she's doing awesome with that. She has 2 different specialists. She'll see one on Wednesday and she sees another on Sundays, which is great because they're open on the weekends. So yeah, and it's on the other side of the island, so it sort of takes some time to get to. So going on the weekend is great because that gives us reason to be out of the house and to have something to do afterwards. So yeah, as far as Sofia's speech goes, she's doing pretty good. She is starting to try to use sentences, like 2 to 3 word sentences. The other day she said a 4-word sentence. It was, "I want candy, please." Her main issue right now that we're having is behavior wise. It could just be because she's 3. It also could be because of her receptive expressive language disorder. She will follow directions sometimes. She has a lot of issues with transition, which is common with kids with language disorders, and common with a 3-year-old, because, you know, once you're actually doing something that you want, you don't want to walk away from it. What else? She, you know, she will throw tantrums. They're not very long, but she does throw tantrums. And yeah, she's doing good. Just, we have our stuff that we need to work on. As far as speech goes, her main issue with that is blending sounds together. So she can say "oh" and she can say "pen," but when you tell her to say "open," she says "pepen." So she's not understanding that she needs to blend those together. So I've really been working with her, especially with "open," in a sing-song type way. So it's like "open," and so now she's actually saying "open," you know. So been working with her a lot with that. Even though she's not going to be singing whenever she speaks, it does help her to sort of understand that. So yeah. One of her speech therapists from Wednesdays, she's like, I'm sure that once she starts understanding that she needs to blend these sounds together, it will become a lot more where we can understand it, and that will open up her speech so much. Like her vocabulary is just gonna open up. So we're just waiting for that to happen. And with her, it's just time and repetition. So yeah. Sometimes it can get a little frustrating for me and for her because she's trying to tell me something and she knows what she wants to tell me, but she just can't get it across. And I know she's trying to tell me something, but I just can't understand it. And it just gets frustrating for the both of us because I want to understand her, you know, and she wants to be heard. So yeah. Let's see. Other than that, she's in soccer right now. She started last week. It gets a little difficult because her attention span is not there. Of course, she's 3. And she's also in swimming still. So she does swimming classes, and last week had a breakthrough. She actually laid on her back and floated for a little bit, which is great because this whole time it's been really hard to get her to lay on her back. She refuses. So yeah, it was a big breakthrough. The next thing we're trying to work on is trying to get her comfortable enough to jump in the pool, and like hold her breath and jump in the pool. Going underwater is not something that she's interested in at all, so that's gonna take some time. But yeah, sorry about that. Somebody actually called me, so I didn't pick that up. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had to say. But if you want to know more, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask below, or ask me on Facebook, or I'm trying to get back on Twitter, or on Instagram. I'm really liking Instagram. I'm liking the Insta story thing. So yeah. I guess I will talk to you later. I'll keep you updated on any kind of progress that Sofia does. Today we actually are headed to her speech therapy, so I'm going to try to get some video, but they actually don't allow parents in the room, so it might be a little difficult. So I might have to try to get video from outside, just sort of peeking in the window. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Bark! Say bark, bark! Bark, bark!
I wonder what happened to him.
the Army Wellness Center to go see what they had to offer, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.